Hi and welcome, Debbie here. Just wanted to give you a quick glance at my December Daily 2019. It's on the chunky side, inspired by Ali Edwards Binder 2019, keeping it simple. I'm just going to give you a quick look at my pages. I don't do this project every year, about every third year or so when I have something monumental to talk about, and this year we purchased a new home. And we made a trip to Disneyland with our grandson. So these are the pages, and I copied what Ali Edwards did here. I'm also incorporating the word hope into my one little word for 2020. This is the vacation that we started on December 1st, and our hotel room key. And I did a lot of my journaling on the vellum. I really liked how that came out. Usually when I travel, I like to go to a new yoga studio. So I tried a new yoga studio in California. And there was a Lululemon store there, and they were so gracious in replacing my yoga mat. So that was an exciting day. Then the next day, we went to Disneyland. Haven't been to Disneyland with a 3-year-old. Oh boy. These were the parade heroes. And then the next day, we just hung out in a little town that we were visiting. So I put a little journaling card in here about what we did that day. And our daughter and son-in-law and grandson joined us on this day, so it was really exciting. And there we are at our pizza restaurant that evening. This was also inspired by Ali Edwards. The next day we went back to Disneyland again. This time we went to Adventureland. And my daughter has a little saying that I carry your heart with me to her grandson, to her son, my grandson. So I incorporated that into a little pocket. And there we all are at Disneyland. There were so many photos from Disneyland that I actually had to make this into an envelope. So I have all the photos tucked inside that represent our visit to Adventureland that day. Thought it was awesome that my little 3-year-old grandson was willing to approach these larger-than-life characters. And then, of course, no visit to California would be complete without a visit to the beach. And this is where my son-in-law is happiest, so we wanted to capture some of these images. My husband and I on the beach, and then we managed to get a picture of all of our feet in the sand. Again, I really liked the idea of the vellum, so I incorporated that. Our drive home from Phoenix to Tucson, or from San Diego to Tucson, was really wet and actually a little snowy, kind of scary. This was a musical day. We attended the symphony with my grandson. So there's our tickets and the program. And that same evening, my grandson and granddaughter performed in their piano recital. And there we are at the Beethoven's Fifth Symphony. And the reason that we attended that particular symphony is that my grandson played that at his recital. That was on the 8th. And the 9th, I finally got around to decorating our tree. And a lot of these photos incorporate what I did with my grandchildren on those days. That was my Christmas hair day. And decorating our new house was really fun, taking the decorations from our old house and figuring out where they were going to go. And I just attached this photo to transparency with stars. And stars are kind of the theme that I started with, and it's not really where I ended up. And this is my little guy that went to Disneyland with us. And there's my other set of grandchildren under their tree. And each year we put up our nativity scene. It's our willow tree, and we all enjoy that. And this was the day that, this was the Saturday that I spent with Ali doing my prep pages, which I have to tell you were immensely helpful. And I'm teaching my grandson how to knit. And then my other little guy went and visited Santa, and this is one of those acrylic domes, Tim Holtz, and I filled it with some little sequins. And Santa was kind enough to visit with me as well, and it was really fun. And then the 19th, We visited a little Kindermusik class, and the children went ice skating on their paper plates. And this was a beautiful day. We took our grandchildren to our church, and our grandchildren were able to do the communion service that day, and we were so grateful to be chosen for that. That day we ate breakfast at home, and then we ate lunch at the restaurant close by. And then on the 22nd, our neighborhood does a Luminaria walk, and it was just lovely. It was in the 60s, and we went out and watched all the luminarias. It was beautiful. And then our family also attends the Gaslight Theater. It's a melodrama. Secret Santa was the show. And here we all are. And then I have a little magnetic closure here, and I just put the program and the menu from the Gaslight Theater that evening in that little glassine envelope. And then, of course, the night before Christmas, we attended Mass where our daughter sang worship that evening. And Christmas Day, did not get the photos that I had intended. I have a couple, and I'm going to add some. I need to get some from some other people who were there. And I will add those to my album. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and have a very happy New Year.